We are in the game. To our southeast corner of Abyssal Reef, we have the Terran Lumia. And to the northwest, we have our green Duckling Light VIP. He feels exposed. Do not worry. You are in good hands, Lumia. Do not worry. Well, looks like Lumia is planning a 999 Banshee build. One of the many unknown secrets of the Terrans. So far, doesn't seem like they're doing anything unusual. Yes, looks like Lumia will be chasing off Light VIP's drone away from his base. And starting up on a natural expansion. Nothing too fancy or sneaky. And our first Reaper is out. Sent over to scout the enemy's base. Well, Light VIP is sending his intrepid overlord. Thing is, yep. Looks like Light VIP has set up a welcoming committee for Lumia's Reaper, and we have our first blood of the match. A Zergling. A poor little Zergling dead. And another one. Getting two Zerglings and a bit of a scouting. Not too much information there, although the fact that there's already a hatchery in place, this should be good enough indication that there's not too many shenanigans on the way. But in the night, Light VIP is sending a squad of 4 Zergling creatures, trying to catch some he tried to catch some SCVs, but ended up losing 2 of his Zerglings to Lumia's own welcoming committee. Looks like Lumia is moving on straight to the starport. Yep, if you're experiencing some lagging, that's in-game. What is Light VIP going for? A baneling nest is nearly done. Here. Setting up some static defenses in the natural. Spreading creep, making Zerglings. That's the way to victory. Both players kind of bunkering up. Neither of them is very active on the map at the moment. Light VIP moving in with the aerial scout, the proverbial overlord. Oh, light VIP going for a third hatchery now. Nothing too quick about it. But what's happening here? Lumia is setting up for maybe a denial of that third base. Ah, but there are Zerglings on the way and a big surround. Yep, and a quick pickup to get away from those nasty banelings. You do not want to play ball with those. What? Ah, nice connection. Half the Marine Force gone in an instant. That is the danger of banelings, indeed. What are we having being cooked up at home here for Lumia? Tank and some more Marines. What are we doing on upgrades? Yep, just got Lumia. Just had his intrepid forward vanguard force destroyed, but no worries, he has another force here. Just got his marine shield thingy. And, nice backing off. Like VAP. Quickly realizing he's up against a tank and off grip. Falls back. Both enemies posturing. Light VAP adding some static defense to the mix. Now trying to surround the tank. He succeeds in averting destruction. And Lumia is forced back. Without a tank and with a very small marine force in comparison to Lumia's own units. But behind this, Lumia is still expanding. Building up another force of tanks marines. Keeping his bases well defended. Static defense against air and a bunch of tanks. For in the case of Zergling run-bys. Also walling off this third base. Preventing any kind of nasty snake buys. In the meantime, light VAP expanding is a now growing force of Link Banes. Nope. You see Lumia is starting to move on the map with a brand new army. And light VAP is sending a small force of Zerglings here. Should not be a problem for this the forces here, and looks like he's backing off. We are denying some creep spread. But over here we have our light VAP's force. No, looks like he was posturing for a surround, but changed his mind, and now pick up and no, looks like Lumia planned on dropping, but changed his mind at the last second. Seeing a sea of Link Banes down below. And now, light VAP sending his forces to deny the fourth base. Yep, he got the denial. Now Lumia finds his forces surrounded here. He seems to have lost quite a bit, despite being up on workers and army. He did not seem to gain much by all of this and lost his 4th base, while Light VIP easily expands with impunity up to his 4th base. Taking a more distant one, it seems. Possibly saving this base for a later time. Lumia with a double expand, trying to make up for lost advancement time, whatever you call it. Yes, Lumia posturing to rise again, and while this is happening, Light VIP sending a small team of Ducklings and 1 Hydra. Oh, but what do we have here? Light VIP jumping all over Lumia's units, destroying them to the last. To the very last. Nothing remains. Let's check up on our upgrades. Lumia should be living on upgrades, but seems to be getting himself into positions where he's constantly losing army. Let's check out our lost units. So far, Light VIP losing many more units, but those are Lings and Banes. Much easier to lose than tanks and what you might call them, the dropships thing is. My brain is stuck in Brood Wars. Medivacs, that was the word. Do not chide me. I was not ranked number 74, Gold League, 2010, Wings of Liberty, Season 1. I know my stuff. Light VIP still on 4 bases, which is not boding well, since Lumia is already saturating a 4th base and has a 5th base up and running with 2, count them, 2 planetary fortresses. Now bringing Liberators into the mix. Used to have Liberators, now he does not. Therapy, a whole bunch of Hydras. Losing too many Marines for buildings. Despite the rather useful bunch of tanks here, Lumia seems to have gotten the worst of this engagement. Is the dance of the Banelings, sending the Banelings against the tanks. Seems to be working rather well. I sincerely hope I'm not lagging up the game for the players. That would be awfully embarrassing for me. Once again, Light VIP seems to have cleaned up most of Lumia's forces on the map. Out of both players, not doing much damage to the other one's economy. Lumia now posturing on the 3rd base of the Light VIP. Yep. Picking up and going for the main base. Trying to get on top of some of these tech buildings. Now they're fighting a queen over here. Not doing much. Yes, this will easily be cleaned up or sent away. Seems like he did not do much other than be kind of annoying. Now... Oh yeah. Doing a dance of Marines right in front of Light VIP's 4th base. And taking it down. But seems to lose another army. Light VIP cleverly getting under those liberators, taking them out. Despite a distinct upgrade advantage for Lumia, seems to be losing a lot of army. Although if you look at the lost minerals, Light VIP seems to have lost much more. I still would consider Light VIP having a slight advantage. Light VIP electing to rebuild his base, his 4th one, over in the 12 o'clock location. Now, Lumia dropping down his, let's count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th base on the map. Definitely taking an economical advantage here. Yep, quickly being raided by Light VIP. Sending more forces here. Lumia picking up and backing away. Possibly setting up an ambush here. Light VIP is scoring a nice denial of that 6th base. However, the planetary, not the planetary, the other one. Orbital command, that's it. Yes. The orbital command here. Still alive and well. Light VIP feeling a little stringent on minerals, losing his 5th base. Yes, Lumia definitely taking advantage of his economical lead. Light VIP not looking good. It looked good in most of the combat interactions, but seems to have failed to take advantage of them. Allowing Lumia's economic expansion to go pretty much unheeded. After denying that 4th in such a convincing manner. Yes. And now Lumia showing the advantage of a fully upgraded. And Lumia has the victory. What the... oh, there we are. We have our first win of the day. Going to Lumia. With a very convincing win over Light VIP. Cool, you're going to have to remind me, is this a best of 3 or best of 1 at the moment? How are we going about it? Looks like a best of 3. Let's look at our bracket, see what's going on with the other games. We have Yakuzaku losing to Itachi 2 games in a row. Kashibi getting a technical victory over Dream Factory. And her Jaren supportiveness seems to be going on at the moment. Let's enter the lobby and be prepared to go into game number 2 of this series between Lumia and Light VIP. Enter the lobby, damn you, game. No, a problem occurred while connecting to the game. Please try again later. No. Okay, we are ready to go into our next game in the series between Lumia and Light VIP. Right, best of 3 for all, best of 5 for finals. Thank you, Kuro. Shut down the bracket. Shut down the bracket. Let us. It is Lumia 1. Light VIP 0. In a best of 3. There we are. Introducing our intrepid Terran. In red, in the southeast, our defending champion, Lumia. And in the northwest, his current enemy, the green Zerg, Light VIP. Lumia going again for a similar build, going gas first, and into a barracks. Light VIP expanding quickly down the ramp into his natural expansion. Lumia sending out an SCV over to build his first expansion. Light VIP definitely getting a good view of what's going on here. Hello, Mule. How are you today? Light VIP's drone returning home with a bunch of stolen minerals. He's a thief. Do not believe him. But Lumia now moving in with a Reaper. Again, encountering the same welcoming committee. arranged by Light VIP, taking out one Zergling and backing off. Not getting much of a scout out of this one, although seeing the hatchery up and running should give Lumia all the assurances he needs. By the way, if you see Preston Garvey in chat, tell him to defend his own damn settlements. Our players are busy enough as it is. Lumia, getting out these vultures. No, those are not vultures, I know that. Just look like some of them. Kind of remind me of the trikes from Dune 2. Now we seem to have a bit of a... Yes. Multi-harassment. Looks like Lumia will be able to easily defend this one. Not losing much to it. The Light VIP has his own welcoming committee taking out that pesky Reaper. Yes, opting out for some more static defenses here. Light VIP sending his speedlings around to try and get something out of them. Encountering the Great Wall of Lumia. Not doing much here. But here, in the middle of the map. A bit of a skirmish going on with Lumia again, losing many of his units. So far, not much in the way of big achievements to any of these attacks. No economical damage so far. Light VIP getting a third expansion over here, which should now be threatened by Lumia's aliens, accompanied by an intrepid Raven. Facing up against a whole bunch of roaches and stacked defenses. Does not look like Lumia will be able to breach this one. Also, Hellions not too good at taking out buildings. Yes, Light VIP quite easily fending off those Hellions with the roaches. Oh, but what is that? It looks like a bunch of Spiddlings have managed to make their way into Lumia's base. Finding some damage here. Yes, lost 15 SCVs in that attack. My apologies for missing that one. My eye was not on the minimap. Yes, definitely an achievement here for Light VIP. Up in workers, up in army, and up in bases. Although for a Zerg, that's a natural place to be. Lumia making up for lost mining time with a host of mules called from space. Okay. Lumia seeming to... No, that's not a pause. Lumia getting first attack upgrade. Of bio units. Picking up and walking away. A smart decision against this Roach Ravager composition. Those Hellions will not do much harm against that. Lumia risking going for a third expansion here. Light VIP bringing his tiny flock of Mutalisks. Too late to deny here, but catching a couple of SCVs. No, Light VIP losing his losing Mutalisks for nothing, actually. But now, Lumia with a big drop here in Light VIP's main. Going to be defended without doing much damage. And Light VIP going after Lumia's third, trying to deny it. If Lumia does not bring some more forces here soon, Light VIP might just make it. Light VIP slitting his forces, leaving some roaches to try and deny that base, while keeping the reinforcements of Light Lumia busy. That denial was denied! And Lumia's third base is up and running, making up for lost time with mules. Leaving one mule, clever, to repair the base. We do not want any fires. Light VIP behind this, expanding to a fourth base. Light VIP up in workers and up in army. While Lumia up in upgrades. Let's try and see what both of our players are planning now. What ducks are they planning? Like, ooh, Light VIP adding some banelings into the mix. This is a mixed unit tactic. Well, Lumia hiding some liberators. And, smartly adding some marauders into it. Lumia moving towards Light VIP's fourth base, up in the 12 o'clock position. Light VIP cleverly moving around that army with a whole swarm of things! Zerg things! That flock of mutas is growing and growing. Lumia allowed to get all the way to Light VIP's fourth base, easily denying its existence. While Light VIP capitalizing on the opportunity to surround Lumia's army. Looks like Lumia will be losing most of his fighting force out here. Quite a few losses for Lumia as well, for Light VIP, excuse me, as well. although he seems to have retained his large army advantage. Now, opting to come here and try and deny Lumia's third base from existing, and possibly fourth as well, seeing as Lumia is building his command center, a fourth one, down here on the field. Lumia with a big lump of Zerg move, which is like an A move, but a Z move. With the aid of liberators and tanks from the cliffs, pushing this back, although losing quite a bit of SCVs in the process. Now, both players equal on workers, and kind of equal in army. Light VIP losing a good deal of, good bit of units back there. Lumia opting to build another command center over here. Walking up to his fourth base. This is your brain on Steelmold, yes. Inject puke on the Steelmold extract every morning. Okay, light VIP. This is, yes, I suppose this could be considered a ninja base. Pretty damn far from these other expansions. Already saturated. If Light VIP does not realize this is here soon, he might find himself losing his advantage. Another engagement here in the middle. Lumia wiping out Light VIP's forces, gaining a tremendous army advantage. Light VIP down to almost no fighting units. Will Lumia take advantage of this situation, going against Light VIP's fourth yet again? Positioning himself to deny any kind of reinforcement from the west, while having the tanks deny that build, that destroy that expansion is what my brain was trying to say, before it was rudely interrupted by my brain. Aha, but what Lumia does not know is about this base. Now, pushing towards the third base of Light VIP. Taking a good tactical position here with tanks, liberators and marines. Not letting Light VIP's units get anywhere near this force. Doing a bit of a choreographed dance of marines. The Lumia Marine Dance. Yep, and that's the third base of Light VIP destroyed. Light VIP trying to make up for it with another expansion in the 9 o'clock position. Light VIP losing that big economy and army advantage. Now with Lumia at nearly double the army supply. Why are we not setting the, yes, the upgrades? Not only is Lumia up on numbers, he's up in upgrades by quite a bit. But what is that? Light VIP taking advantage of Lumia's attention elsewhere. Getting some more SCVs. Now down to 48 SCVs lost against 14 drones throughout the game. Lumia's economy down by quite a bit, and still going downer. Downer and downer it goes. Brilliant move by Light VIP, getting him quite a bit of breathing room here. Lumia was all posturing to take advantage of that advantage, but he did not take advantage of the advantage. Now, sending all of his forces back. Well, most of his forces back, leaving a few to deny any kind of easy expansion. Lumia still not aware of this ninja base up in the northeast. Which is probably why he's allowing himself to take his time. He does not realize how far behind he is in terms of economy. And in the meantime, yep. Light VIP cleverly taking his forces back. No, now he's exposed this position. It is quite possible that Lumia may be up to the trick. Light VIP allowed to slowly rebuild his army. And now Lumia is back on their defense, despite having been in a much better position earlier. Light VIP bringing the bulk of his army down on Lumia's 4th base. Taking a bit of a pit stop on that planetary. Yes, it is all gone. Lumia coming in too late to push this army back. What is Light VIP planning here? Was this a dastardly plan to take this proxy gold base? Lumia getting close to does he have vision on it? Nope. Wrong thing. No, Lumia is not aware of anything here. It's a shame. Lumia having a force here in an excellent position to deny any reinforcements from the northeast base. Now, still unaware of this base.
Your creep tumors are being destroyed. You spent so long spreading those.
Why do I have the TB thingy? Where did I get that? Where did that come from? I did not have that package thingy. Suppose I got that from the player perspective. Yes, that was it. Lumia pressuring the base here, and Light VIP coming in from the side, flanking with a Ling Bane force that dives into the army, taking a whole bunch of it. Lumia getting Light VIP's drones evacuated, taking out Light VIP's 4th base, or was it the 3rd? It's difficult to know by now. Light VIP bringing in the Mutalist, the whatever lists. Doesn't matter, they're gone now. Lumia running very low on health in this army, but still getting the GG and the victory.